Hi, and welcome to the show. I'm your host, James, and I am the unfamous one. Stick around with me where we will dish the dirt on all the famous, infamous, and non-famous people in Hollywood. Dancing with the Stars season 275 premiered the other night on ABC. They are supposed to be dancing with the stars, not dancing with the stars that need a boost in their career. I didn't hardly know anybody. I knew Suzanne Summers. Her face looked fresh as a 12-year-old. It looked like Chrissy Snow had never even left the building. I knew Patti LaBelle. Her wigs were tight as usual, but she hasn't had anything going on since the 90s. I know Nastia Looking. Her parents must have quite a sense of humor. Nasty looking. Anyway, and they also have Rumor Willis. She's actually starting to look a little bit more like Demi Moore than Bruce Willis, so kudos to her. Some little rocker guy was really good. He's in some group I'd never even heard of, but he had some chopped up hair, and he was, obviously, I heard that he was Julianne Hough's cousin, and Derek Hough's cousin. And didn't Julianne Hough, whatever the hell her name is, wasn't she on Dancing with the Stars before and she couldn't make it, so now she's on the judges panel judging everybody else? I don't know about that. Anyway, I thought his dance was the best, so we'll just have to see how the season progresses. I could pretty much care less about the show. And they used Dance With Me, the single that I told you guys about 2 weeks ago that was off Kelly's new album, PhiPhi, I believe it is. It is such a good song, and it's appropriate for Dancing with the Stars. And it's going to be a big old hit. Release it already, Kelly. Thank you. Next is The Voice. They're on the knockout rounds or the battle rounds or some crap. I don't know. Tell me if you miss CeeLo and Christina and Blake and Adam the way it used to be. They had the chemistry. Pharrell and them, they don't have chemistry for nothing. All those kids are doing, Adam and Christina and Blake, all they're doing is kissing Pharrell's ass because they think Pharrell is the best producer ever because he had a 10-week top single with Happy. That doesn't make him a good producer. Maybe he's a great producer, but he's a producer at the moment. So Christina's like, please, let me kiss your ass so you can make Lotus a better album for me. Not going to happen. Lotus was okay, but it flopped a rooski. It's on to the next one. They've never made a star off of the show yet, none that I'm aware of. But I love the show, but it's lost its chemistry. I don't know. So I suggest that you guys stop kissing Pharrell's ass and get back to the business of kissing the contestants' ass so they'll continue to show up to do your show. Okay. Next is PhiPhi OHara. What's going on with PhiPhi OHara? I went to go see her in Charlotte, North Carolina. Remember, I told you about that on Battle of the Seasons last week, and she was not there. Well, this week, I know why. The shade of it all. Miss Thing was in jail. Bless. It happens. It happens, girl. A little charge from 8 years ago, so she says. She took time to go to her YouTube channel to explain it to all of her fans. I didn't find it necessary, but she obviously found it necessary to kind of spill her heart out to her fans, so, you know, touche to you. Good job, girl. Finally, Rupauls Drag Race on Monday, Season 7, Episode 3. We started off the episode with a mini challenge, Sissy That Walker. It was funny, it was hilarious, and some naked pit crew were part of it, so it couldn't have been any better than that. Max and Kennedy won the mini challenge, and if you've ever watched RuPaul's Drag Race, you know that if two people win a mini challenge, they're going to split you up into a group, and you're going to be the head of that group, which kind of puts you in the spotlight, so you kind of don't want to win. In the end, Kennedy's team in the Shakespeare Challenge was a mess. Girl, they couldn't get it together. Kennedy and Violet were just yakety-yak, arguing back and forth. I don't know what's wrong with these girls. I think Violet needs to take a little seat just for a minute. Realize she's a young queen and get off of Kennedy's nuts. Just saying. Because obviously they were hurting her. She said her tuck was hurting her in the episode. I think that was in Untucked, actually. But whatever, girl. Comes from an old drag queen, old retired drag queen myself. I know how you feel. Kennedy looked like Samuel L. Jackson from Pulp Fiction. Her facial hair looked like a bunch of pubes. So you got your bottom two was Jasmine and Kennedy. Kennedy had to go to the bottom two because she was the leader of the group. So the leader of the group, the ship goes down, the captain has to go with it. And Jasmine Masters is sent home. Girl, you gave up too early. You gave up too early. So don't forget to like and share this video. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel.